if we can, I try to keep the chat in the main chat if we can, because
All right.
it's pretty rare I go and check the comment section in the live stream.
All right, we are live. We are up on YouTube. What's going on, everybody?
Sweet. Morning.
Oh, right off that demand. Let's see if this holds.
Yes, sir. So one other thing to pay attention to, and I marked this out on SPY with this channel coming out of that diamond pattern, is that regression line is right there. We had a tweezer bottom on it yesterday, and now we visited it again this morning, and look, we got a nice pop right off that 417 pivot. So let's see where we go. I have a pivot also marked at 418. That is kind of going to be our critical resistance. So if we can't break that 418, we can likely channel in here for a while and break over for a bearish 1-for-1, or we can reverse and continue up in the top of the trend. Things aren't looking so good for equities at the moment, though, so we're going to see what shakes out of this very quickly. Can you still hear me okay, Kevin?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm letting you do your thing right now.
No worries. I finally got that 3-video series on different ways to use fan lines out on our YouTube channel yesterday. And plus I gave a little something about the debit spread swap strategy. Today I'm going to try and make a video on what I'm doing with a similar strategy on Intel Corp, only I'm not using spreads, I'm using just straight options. So I'm converting in and out of a debit spread and just collecting income as I go. Same strategy, just different way to do it.
All right, I'm watching. So I was making a little tutorial video yesterday. I didn't end up posting it, but just a little quick tutorial on how to invert a chart on TradingView.
Yes, that was
And
really cool.
to do this is pretty simple. There's two ways. The first way is you're just going to click the chart that you want inverted. Once it's highlighted with the blue border, you just click Alt-I, and it flips it real quick and simple. And the other way is to click the little gear in the right icon, and then just scroll up and click Invert Scale. And that'll also do that.
Very cool. I like that. That'll be useful.
Yeah, I like it because you know what it is? I use VIX when I trade with ES and NQ. And yesterday what I realized was there was a little bit of a divergence on VIX compared to ES, which was hard to see because it's inverse. But if I inverted the chart, I'm going to show you guys real quick. I don't know why I'm holding Alt to talk. So like right here on VIX, VIX created a higher low, which means we're going to be going back up this way, which up is usually down in VIX language for SPY, but because it's inverted, it's going to go with it. But look right here, we had divergence. We had SPY created a lower low, whereas VIX created a higher low right off a key level. And in my opinion, if this is inverted like this, I mean, I gotta be like, wait, is it, you gotta see the chart upside down. It's much easier to just flip it like that and look for spot divergence like you would on NQ and ES. Just now you can do ES with the VIX, which is really, really awesome.
Right.
Because again, divergence, guys, is huge. And if there was no divergence on NQ to ES here, but there was divergence on VIX to ES, and there was a demand zone in NQ. So these are the little things that add up, you know.
Indeed they do.
Indeedy do. I do dee do da do 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 do.
Diddly-doo, you know? Sorry.
Alright, so let's see how this demand's holding up so far. So far, I think this is going to be a weak one. The reason I marked this as a 90-minute demand is because it's the only thing really down here at the bottom of this range, and we did have a basing followed by 2 rally candles, so we are holding. It hasn't been used yet. I could see maybe we bounce and maybe we come back to this area of interest, 41.90, and what I would be looking for at this point is to create a higher low. But quite honestly, we rejected this 4-hour demand, which is also weak, and I'll show you why it's weak. Alright, so here's why it's weak, right? We had the basing, a very nice basing, because it was a regular, almost doji, but small body wick on top. It did have a wick on the bottom, and it had it sold off after. It did not have continuation, though. It did wick way down here, But the reason I marked this is because it's the only valid supply or demand over here. Like when I'm looking at the 30-minute, I was looking over here, I was trying to find a good zone, but the 30-minute zone would be up here, and the 4206, that doesn't touch over here. So I said, alright, let me look for another time frame. Let's look for the 45. 45 right here, still didn't touch. Now let's look at the 90-minute. 90-minute, still absolutely nothing. Go to a 2-hour, nothing. Go to a 3-hour. 3-hour, you know, maybe could have marked this right here, but then we have a much wider zone, and those are a bit harder to trade. So I went to 4. I found the basing candle that I liked with the drop that created this channel, and now I have my supply zone and my demand zone, and this is the range. This is the range I will be trading until proven otherwise. So it would be a buy at the low, sell at the high. And this area of interest right here, I'm most likely going to delete. It will depend. I think we're going to see a supply or a demand form in here. I would think supply. My thought process is this. We come back up and we wick near it one more time, and then we create a new higher time frame basing candle, whether it be a 1 hour, a 2 hour, but we create some new type of supply zone right up here that'll push us lower. Or, was that?
I was looking at the, we had a little short-term reversal on a 1-minute chart, and then we got a nice big tweezer top right on top of a key level, which is our regression line from that channel.
Nice.
And then we got 2 inverted hammers right under the 8 period now. If this candle breaks that, we're going to see a bearish 1-for-1 with a target of about 416.50 on SPY. There it goes.
Very good. Look, let's check out equities. Always good to keep an eye and be aware of what equities are doing at the moment. You know, trend is your friend. If you're trading ES, SPY, and Q, it's always good to be aware of the strength of equities. Let's do blue. So let's plot some key levels on some equities today, guys. 5-minute chart, I'm not a big fan of finding key levels, but it's not impossible, because the whole thing with key levels is you gotta find where price tends to magnet to, you know what I'm saying? Like, where does price say, I want right here? Where does price react? Now let's go on a higher time frame. Let's find some solid zones for you guys. There we go. This is a nice one. Something I'm gonna turn gold. I turn my good zones gold, good key levels gold or yellow. That way I know these are perfect, these are not to be touched. Blue ones are more intraday. If you see me using it on an ES or MQ, those are also intraday. Something I like to look for as well while I'm trading, while the market's open, is we create a basing up here? Are we in the middle of creating a supply zone right now? Or are we in the middle of creating a demand zone right now? And looking at the time frames, I'm looking up here for a green basing candle, and I'm just not seeing it. Not even a 1 hour, 90-minute, nothing, 30-minute. I mean, listen, we sort of got a 30 coming off of this. Yeah, alright. Let's not miss out on this 30-minute supply zone right here. Just because lately supply zones have been making me miss with the 30-minute. Because I personally only like the 1 hour and higher, because those are the higher probability zones. But the 30-minute, a lot of these intraday 30-minute charts are very strong too. So like if it was a pre-market 30-minute zone on ES, we could maybe see ourselves open and then come up to it. Right now, obviously, we had a drop, a green basing, followed by another drop. If this closes, this 30-minute closes down over here below, I'd say 41.84 eyeball, or even this wick right here, then I'm going to look for continuation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's too bearish.
Basically have the same outlook I have. Only I see a little indecision here on SPY at 417.15. There's a tiny liquidity zone off that 1-minute wick. And there's some buyers here.
Nice.
If they let go, it'll go right through and make our bearish 1-for-1. But this is where the threshold is.
Yeah,
So
see,
it could go either way still here.
yep. And you know what it is too, guys? If you weren't trading or didn't have a demand zone right here where we wicked off of, and you were a retail trader and you just see these charts and these candles, you're just going to say, oh, well, we just had a green pullback. We're going to continue now. Unbeknownst that there's a demand zone that could be supporting us right here.
Sir.
But, you know, could we continue? Absolutely. Are you going to be fighting the demand zone? Absolutely. Do demand zones always work? Absolutely not. Do they work consistently enough that you could make a trade plan and execute well off of it? Absolutely. You know? It's just something to learn. It's something so you could learn how the market works, how market structure works. I mean, when we find these supply and demand zones, all it's doing is showing us where the ranges are. You know, this, if you measure it from this 8 hour to this 8 hour, then we're in a how big of a range? We're in a 67-point range. But now if you measure it from this 90 minute to this 30 minute, we're going to be in a much tighter range. You know, like, where we at? 18,
Alright,
15?
Good morning.
Hey,
Morning.
good morning, Aaron. What's going on?
Doing well. How's everyone?
Doing good, thank you.
Better by the minute, I always say. I just printed my first fan of the day.
Nice.
I used the drawing tool on TradingView. I used just a simple pitch fan. This time we're bearish trending, and all I did was line up a common resistance area, angular resistance, right across the top of these 3 points, and fan it out to the bottom. Boom, now I got my zones. Print a picture of this in the chat for those who might be
Yeah, I'm looking at your screen there.
watching a couple different ones here. There we go. What the heck?
How'd you get
Got
those
too many
comments?
screens open.
There we
There we
go. We got,
Finally, we're cracking that support zone on that wick.
we got ES much weaker than NQ right now.
So when we're scalping a 5-second chart and we want to know where these zones are, great. We can print them really fast with just one tool. However, there's one drawback, is that these zones continue divergence, and you kind of either have to draw them yourself or use your mind's eye to put the subdivisions in if you desire to. But I've found that you can usually catch, when you catch a trend day with this, you can usually spot them without having to really draw them until later on. Usually you'll get some sort of a trend change or pause or pullback or accumulation or what have you, and you can just draw a new one. You don't have to stick to the same drawing that you started all the way back here in the pre-market. As soon as we find a common pivot level or a common angular resistance or support line, we can draw another one.
Does anybody want any certain or specific supply demand? Hey, yo, AJ, what's going on, bro? See, we got some new faces in here. I see my friend AJ. Guys, AJ joined Bullish Bears. He trades supply and demand just like me. He pointed out the 8-hour supply that I did miss this morning on ES, which is great. You know, that's exactly what I'm looking for. You know, for us to learn as a community, for us to all know supply demand, for us to be able to be like, hey, just so you know, I see this zone. You know, like in case you missed it, I see this one.
Right. Back to my foregrid for a minute here. So we made.
Yo, AJ, I think you gotta turn it on to push to talk. Let me see if I could switch that up. Alright, you should be better now. I think I fixed that.
That's gonna bear flag over right here. This is gonna be your key support now, lowered to 417.
Here we go. Tesla getting weak. Tesla been weak.
Yep. Well, I've got a bearish 1-for-1 already built on that. Just needs to crack support. I plan to buy back that call credit spread that's sold against my debit spread.
I'll be right there.
At about 195.80. Extend that zone a little bit. And then I've got a double bottom here on Intel Corp, so I'm going to look at grabbing some more. I might even roll this position out because it's June 16th expiration. I've made tons of income on it already. I'm not going to be greedy and continue holding that thing. I'll probably just dump it in the next few minutes here and roll it out to the next expiration, probably at least 6 weeks out. There we go, SPY. Give us the ghost. Yes. Get back to my other screen here. Bam, right off our angular and right into our range. Let me let this shake out for a little bit longer with our opening range here, and then we'll give it one more drawing. So we'll delete this one and move to another one. And then I'll show you a quick trick with the fib band that I didn't pick up till after I produced that video last night. Man, this has been a great week, and man, yesterday was, I needed to get out and make some videos yesterday, so I apologize for not being in the live stream yesterday. While I was doing that though, man, I had an incredible trading day. I mean, it was awesome to have a little relief of being focused on being here in the live stream, being able to concentrate almost fully on my own trading, and then at the same time I made videos in between great moments of trading. So I had a great trading day yesterday, and I really do appreciate that.
Happy for you, Jeremy.
Oh man, and like I said in the chat earlier, I'm gonna fund my own account. I don't need to worry about Apex at this point.
Kevin took good care of us yesterday.
Very good. All right, give us probably a few more 1 minute bars and we'll be able to get this next drawing going. So I'm going to tab back over to my floor grid. I love that alt tab function.
Hey, give me like 1 extra second. I'm just helping my mom in with some stuff. Give me 1 sec, guys. But check out this demand's holding up, guys. NQ holding up a lot stronger than ES right now, and with us being in demand and NQ bouncing off demand, definitely be careful if you're looking to short here, because then you're shorting inside supply, inside demand.
Yep. Take caution with that, absolutely. Although, I think we got a couple more bars where we can finish this business here. So watch that 8 period very carefully on the 1 minute chart. Start seeing spinners like this, your trend might just sort of end there. There is a supply zone here. You can see every wick to the left. Although we did get a bar through it, we can technically drop that supply zone down here. But we want to make sure we use it as a resistance point first. Keep it with the price.
So you get fat. Alright, love you.
Alright. Double bottom just broke R1 on our Intel position here, and we came back through it. We'll probably test the mean for support. The mean is between L1 and H1.
Oh, don't be mean, Jeremy.
Split the middle, and it's interesting how we have convergence of the 8 to 20 here, right? Watch your next couple bars and you'll see whether this is going to be a true double bottom reversal to go back up, or if this is going to be an accumulation for a bearish 1 for 1. And if you look left, we've got a target all the way down here at 30 bucks, or 2 for 1 is possible if this breaks into a bear flag. 1 for 1 would put it not quite so low. We got this box here. I'll just drag this one down. That would put our target right down there at about 30.80.
Alright,
So
looks...
we'll see what we get.
Alright, looks like I did the audio right, because it looks like YouTube could hear you guys, so that's good. The first day I did stream in Jeremy, I accidentally clicked the desktop audio off. So...
Gotcha. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to. There's a lot of bells and whistles to deal with there. Another thing is, like, every once in a while I'll get a message popping up on my Discord that says new audio device detected, do you want to switch? I always hit no, because because every time I've done this, it screwed me on the output side of the audio for OBS. So, all right, we printed a tweezer here. Let's see if this candle closes there. We got 36 seconds to wait.
Yeah, you guys see that? Buyers are holding these bottom wicks through demand right here. Buyers are holding. They're showing up. They're in town right now. They have not given up the stock yet. Let's see where VWAP is. Yo, I can almost guarantee you VWAP's going to line up right over here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm buying
That's
that.
crazy.
That's real quick.
That's crazy. Guys, when you could read the market, when you have good zones and after time, after experience and everything, it's just easier to spot. Alright, VIX popping. Some strength coming in. Alright, VIX is at a super strong support right here. Hey, what's going on? VIX super strong area of interest. We need NQ to break above and hold above this key level right here. If it could break and hold, or even break and reclaim and go, that would be great. NQ or ES, let's take a quick look. Let's check out the 30-minute. Remember, I did want to see this 30 close. We have about 2 minutes left in this 30. If we do wick all the way back up, let's check out what the 1 hour is looking like. Right, so always keep an eye, always guys, when the hours are rounding out, when it's like 9:30 or 10 or whatever, always be making sure to check the higher time frame zones, the 1 hour, the 30-minute, even the 15-minute every 15 minutes, because the higher time frame you look at, the easier it is to go with the trend. Like if you see a big rejection on the 30-minute, it's going to be a lot easier to know where the 5 minute's going.
Absolutely.
What's cool with TradingView, guys, too, is you see how the VWAP has this little yellow with the eye around it? So that means basically VWAP will only show when I'm on the minute time frames, which is really dope. So like if I'm on the minutes and then I go to an hour, it'll automatically hide VWAP for me.
Pretty cool.
Oh, here we go, NQ.
Got a potential Wu-Tang here. We got a lower low for L2. There's our key pivot, which is going to also be our regression line, center channel.
Even the
Check
15.
here and pull back to our supply zone or demand zone, or it will push right on up to the 418 pivot.
I muted
That was
it.
our first.
If you can focus on if you see somebody new coming in.
Yeah, I try. I do.
I know you do.
Really quickly in a fourth
I do.
bar.
It's gonna be harder to get new people into the
Almost the
YouTube
top of the
because
third
we don't
bar in this
have
pattern.
advertising
Right, nobody.
anywhere.
Right. And he's explained that that will change.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you see somebody,
Yeah.
hey, I haven't seen you before,
I know.
welcome to Bullish Bears community.
Yeah,
I hope you enjoy the session, whatever. Like, you have to come up with different words too, because I'm listening to you and you're very smart with what you're saying, but
Okay.
other words to help engage people sometimes are
Yeah.
beneficial.
Yeah.
People
Bam.
like that attention.
See how
All right.
fast that
Let's
was?
see. Whoa, that was crazy.
Sorry.
What'd you say?
That was the fastest 3-bar I've seen in a while.
Oh, okay. You said something before that.
Oh,
Smokes.
just that somebody give that one-on-one
Okay,
attention,
go ahead
they'll pay.
Yeah. No, I
was
know.
wondering,
Yeah.
let's see both of your screens.
That's
How
crazy.
about
You can. If you go into, let's see here,
I'm sorry.
you know, there is a way to do it. I can't remember the options. Let's see if I can do this.
Alright, so 15-minute give is a nice big rejection. Maybe we see a big pop and hold, and this will create a 15-minute demand zone. What we would look for that is we would want to see continuation. So we would want this 15-minute to have a nice big pop, close somewhere over here, Next 15 minute, maybe come down a little bit, but also continue. Remember, supply and demand zones need that continuation. So if we do get a 15-minute continuation, we're going to have a bit of a trend day today, which will be great. Could really be profitable off those trend days.
Oh yeah.
But it's all about patience, especially if you're waiting on the higher time frame. You know, you can't rush trades if you're looking at a higher time frame, because then you're just going to end up getting wicked in and wicked out. VIX
So,
strength.
Aaron, do you have more than one monitor?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So if you look at the bottom right of the screen that you're watching, whichever stream you're watching, you'll see a little icon that shows to pop it out.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm doing that, yeah.
You can pop one out into a different monitor and then click on the other stream to watch it.
I hear you. Okay. That makes sense. Give that a try.
And you shouldn't need Nitro to do that, I don't think.
Alright, YouTube guys, if you guys got any questions or any chart recommendations, please let me know. I hope today's charts and technical analysis is helping. I mean, these were some great demand zones on ES and NQ. You know, people say, oh, you don't do call-outs, blah, blah, blah. We don't have to do call-outs. I'm giving you the zones where the price is going to reverse. You just got to wait for the telltale from the stock, from the candles, you know?
New zone spotted. Let me get the new band drawn. Delete the old band. All we gotta do is find a common angular, and we can draw this.
Hey.
Do it two ways. I'm gonna use the pitch fan for this one as well.
Alright, I see some of the newer Discord people in here. What's going on, Beast? What's going on, everybody? James, I see you're back again. What's going on, James? Melcat, Mr. Lee, SRP, but I think you've been here for about a month now. What's going on, Mr. Lee? What's going on, everybody? Probably Naked. I saw you were out yesterday. Hope you're doing well.
Got our nice 1-for-1 off of this fan already. Now we're setting up accumulation in a key zone. We may get a full 2-for-1 out of this, which would put us right up here at about 417.90.
Puka Hookah, I see you're also a new person. Hello, and welcome. Welcome to Bullish Bears, the greatest trading community and knowledge community you could find. Here we are back at VWAP on ES. I mean, that's too clean, guys. Too clean. VIX with some strength. We might come back to this area of interest, guys. Remember, that was our target from this demand zone. Very cool. Good morning, Melcat. What's going on? Hope you're keeping it green today, keeping it green this week. I think it's already Thursday. That's crazy. I guess that's what Monday will do to us. We didn't have Monday.
Yep. I did manage to buy back that credit spread on Tesla for a whopping 10% return overnight hold. Not bad.
Big money, big money.
Yesterday's flip was way better. I was able to capture 100% on that one. Well, actually
Nice.
50%, but 100% risk, so.
Nice. Hey, check out Tesla. Nice.
And effectively, I can go and sell that spread again. So,
Cool.
as long as that price keeps flipping, I can take advantage of every swing in that. Bam! Target met on
Yo,
SPY.
look, yeah, I was right about to say target hit on right to that area of interest in about, and there it is. That was clean, guys. Too clean. This whole past week has been really clean. Last week too, with these risk reward trades. Very
Price
nice.
action is back in style, baby.
Yo, for real. Price
So
action's back.
now we've
and
got a
better
trend
than
change here,
ever.
so we don't have to use our descending trend line to run a fan. We can actually run an ascending trend line to run a fan. And what we do is delete the old one. This time I'm going to use the fib speed resistance fan. I'm going to find the angular support right off of this level here. I'll draw it out to here.
Check it, check it,
This
check
will give
it.
us
This is a 4 to 1.
in a slightly different way. Yes, you get slightly different skews on your trend lines, but you can actually find pretty well.
This was a nice trade. That was clean. Remember, guys, risk reward is so important. Risk reward, supply demand, price action, just some basics to learning the market. And it's there's so much in the market, it could get so easily to be overwhelmed. But once you take a step back and find a good educator, find a good community, that always helps. Could you do it yourself? Sure. Would it be extra hard? Yeah, really, really hard. But that's what we're here for. It's what a community of traders is here for.
Watch for a pullback here. We might get a quick 50% retracement back to about 417.75.
This was a nice trade.
Is that the new sort of like format for your trend lines, Jay?
Yeah, this is the fib speed resistance fan. Basically, it's just like our fan lines, but you can see instead of following divisions, it follows the fib levels.
Have you been using this as well? Have you tested? Is it past Jeremy?
So this one is it's a little different to use because you're going to find your fib levels will sometimes not quite hit. It's the same for your basic fan with just dividing your 50% pullback. We didn't get that pullback, by the way. But essentially, you can find your targets just as fast in using a fib fan. And I admittedly, I end up using fibs quite frequently, even though I don't necessarily like having a chart because they tend to be noisy. But here we are looking at a basic fan, and it's pulling off every target.
Guys, I just want to go over Apex Funded Trader real quick.
Sure.
So just really, I guess mainly for the YouTube folks too, and the Discord people, the new people here as well. What's great about Apex and funded accounts and things like that, Apex is one of the top ones. They're regulated in the US, so you could trust them. So basically they have different account sizes you could start, and let's say you want to do the 25K account. First off, you see this price right here? They're always 365 running a 50% discount. So 150, that's really about like 70. 167, that's about like 80 something. This is about 90. You get my point. So let's say you're a new trader and you want to paper trade, but you know that paper trading, you can't really get attached to it. It doesn't feel like real trading. It's hard to learn with paper trading. It's not impossible, but it definitely doesn't feel the same. So what you're going to do is you would get one of these Apex accounts. You could do a cheap one, 25K full. Your target is 1500 and your stop, you have a trail stop of 1500. So if you traded MES or micros where it's just $5 a point, you're able to slowly try to grow this account. You could go for 5-point moves with a $5 a point. That's $25. Or you could go for 4 contracts, go for $100 on a 5-point. But with those, you have to be careful with the risk reward and things like that. How much are you risking? What's your reward? Another thing about them is because you're not really losing money. So the $40, let's say this would be $40 right here if with the Save 80 coupon. So for $40, you get an evaluation account and you get minimum 7 days, maximum however long you want to take. But you try to pass this account. Once you pass it and you hit 26,500, which is the profit goal, they tell you congratulations, you passed your eval. Please pay the one-time lifetime fee for this account for $150. So you pay the $150. They give you basically a new eval account, but this one they call it is a PA account, price action, I would assume, account. And what it does then is it resets you back to 25K. You have all the same rules. You could trade 4 ES, 40 MES, and it's good because you pay the $150, and then let's say you do have to pay the monthly fee one more time. It's just $40 with the Save 80, and then you have a funded account. You're able to withdraw twice a month with this. If you're able to stay profitable, you're able to take money out of this, no problem. And what's great though too is because it's more aimed towards new traders and stuff, if you blow this account, if you blow the eval that you paid $40 and you lost 1,500 on that, you're not really down 1,500. You're just down the 40. You just gotta reset the account. Try again. That's the best part. And then after, after if that doesn't work out, the way I see it is if I was trading options and I was buying like a $40 SPY 0 day, like I just see it as that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I'm paying the tuition, but I'm also getting the opportunity to really make money from it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I stay consistent and prove consistent, which is the goal of being a trader anyways, then I should have no problem passing an eval and getting funded. If I do have a problem, then I should stay on the evals anyway because it means I am not consistent yet.
Right.
And I just felt it's a great way to do it because you're not putting thousands and thousands on the line. You're just putting 50, maybe even a couple $100 if you do pass or if it takes a while. But those few hundreds better than losing tens of thousands or just thousands of dollars to the stock market because you're also getting the same education. You're still learning the stock market. You're trading futures now, so you don't even have the option theta and decay and stuff. So it's just a whole nother ball game. It's cool. I would 10 out of 10 recommend it to anybody here in the Discord, anybody here in the YouTube. It's really great. Definitely something to look into.
So off of that that demand zone, we got a basic 2-for-1 right up above that 418 pivot, kind of like we were thinking would happen after a double bottom runner Wu-Tang. Now we're setting up for a possible continuation on this. We could very well get a trend day out of this. We're at a critical resistance point though. It's about 418.50 will be about the center of that. Let's look left. We can literally go and plot every pivot in this thing by just figuring out where our previous peaks were. So this will be our next target, 418.70. Look at this. Fast as I could draw it. Once we get out of this range, we can decide, is this going to be a range day or is this going to be a trend day? So 418.70 is about the ceiling on that in pre-market. We could say, okay, Globex high 419.30 is possible. That would be more of a target if we break the first upper range here.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning, Ricardo.
Oddly enough, that also gives us, this was our leg 1.
Morning, Ricardo.
Check it
Morning,
out.
guys.
That gives us a 2-for-1 right to 419.30.
Jeremy, I got a question for you.
Sure.
The GAD fan.
Yeah.
Would you put it at that hammer bottom of that? Oh, there we go.
Bellona
Essentially,
Mars, nice. Sorry.
Instead of a GAN fan, I'm using a pitch fan. Just because it has more even subdivisions.
Got it.
And I put that last video out last night. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it yet, where I demonstrate the
Oh, wow.
the fib speed resistance fan. Kind of does the same thing, only it uses fib levels instead of just basic fan lines.
I watched both.
variations.
So I got a question. Why would you start it at the bottom though? That's where the trend started?
This is where the reversal happened, so I just followed it up for a common angular support line. You run your line straight up here, and then extend it out. And then
Ooh.
this is actually 2 of them, so I went and followed the same, and then kind of eyeballed what the range would be fanning to the low side.
So what? That's like 4 o'clock yesterday.
No, it's weird because this time frame is not reflecting actual time. I got to figure out what the hell's going on with that. It's a setting issue.
Hey, we got somebody in the YouTube chat, Bellona Mars. She pointed out YM was doing really good, was pushing higher. Just wanted to point out we did have a nice daily demand on YM. That's the Dow Jones.
Yeah.
We bounced off it here, sort of created another demand. Now we're sort of holding. Let's check out the smaller time frame, see if we get a good supply zone valid. Let's see.
Yeah, first we had looked at this trend line here, just to kind of further answer your question. So we were able to spot all of our bear targets on the open. Actually, I this. So anytime you find any one common trend line, you can draw this at any time frame, any accumulation, and even on trends. So like here we noticed a reversal right off of this guy here.
Ooh.
Got a nice 1-for-1 out of it, and bam, we broke resistance, new trend.
Yo, I really like YM right here. That was a nice, it had a nice 8-hour demand too. Yo, Bologna, great call on YM. I don't use YM often. I trade ES, so I'll use ES, NQ, and VIX. Because YM, the Dow, doesn't really have that many common stocks as the S&P and NQ do. They're very, those two stocks are very close together. But,
Pulling back here.
but yeah, there we go, that's cool.
So we got 1-for-1 out of this. Then
So
we
I'm just
got
having
a lot
trouble
of them.
spotting, like, plotting this fan here.
So essentially just find any common trend line. So if you see price reacting to a certain angular, draw there to start. There we go. We're getting a bearish 1-for-1 target to 418. It doesn't always have to be attached to particular candles like spinners and stuff, but if you notice at the base of every one of these reactions to the angular support in this channel, you almost end up with a spinner or a hammer along the bottom of them anyway. Tapping off the 200 period here.
Yeah, YM is a very clean chart. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. What else we got? You guys got any other chart suggestions or recommendations? Look at this 1 hour right here on YM. This was a clean 1 hour that did work momentarily. It broke today, but was in another 8 hour, which held. Yeah, hard to be bullish. It's funny, it's hard to be bullish today, and yet I'm not bearish today. Because I guess it's because this big move it gave before, but I called that one. This was super clean.
Well, whenever we see a very fast trend like that, we always look for 50% retracements, and we just nailed one.
Yo.
Right at that 418 target. Now we're going to float around here and probably accumulate. We may get a full measure out of this to get a 2-for-1 and hit 417.75.
Alright, let's see. So, obviously, if you missed the long entry down here, you're not going to be chasing up here. There's a chance that this pullback continues. But remember, that's because I was looking at this 15-minute. So if this 15-minute does create a demand zone, we would need this 15-minute to be a big rally, which we got. We would need this following 15-minute to either continue higher or to pull back and create almost a red basing candle with a small little body right here and then continue higher. Let's see if this is either a fake or break. It was close to the supply right here too. And you see it's making higher lows, higher lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Right here. Right here. And then we made one more right here. So that's clean. That's something to be aware of. It's always it's so important to be aware of higher lows and lower highs, because that gives us the market context we need to also put on trades and to target and to know where market structure is. You know, lower highs, higher lows, that's how we know what trend we're in. That and supply and demand, of course. We're holding VWAP pretty well. I can guarantee you VWAP on NQ is probably going to be right over here, though. I'm going to plot a level. Let's see if I can point out where VWAP is before I even put it on the chart. Oh no, wow, it's down there. Oh good, it's holding. That's even better.
I'll give you a quick idea of why I'm seeing a 50% retracement here, where it's really hard to eyeball it. But let's go ahead and draw.
Yeah, I muted it.
So we have our box here, and we made our
Yeah.
1 for 1 right to
This how
the
it's gonna
number,
be.
right off of this.
No, but I've heard you say
Then
this in
50%
past.
retracement
I
will
don't know why you're
come
saying
back
today
to
I'm not
that
hearing it.
half
Okay,
that
so I'll
trend.
say it.
Well, we just broke our 50% retracement after this accumulation.
The first day
We're
ever.
making a 2 for 1.
I know.
There's your 417.75
Alright.
target met.
Alright, and guys, please, of course, don't hesitate. If you guys got any questions or anything. Oh, I'm not on mute. Oh, I was on mute on Discord. That's so funny. I muted myself on Discord. I didn't mute myself on the YouTube. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, please let us know. I have a mic that has a mute button. I guess I'll use that from now on.
Suppose I could watch the chat on the YouTube channel, but I got
Nah, you good, bro. I got it. If you want to just even try to keep the main chat and the Discord popping a little bit more too, that'd be great. I got YouTube chat.
Yep, I'm about to post a screenshot in there in just a moment.
Bologna, how long have you been trading for? Guys, I'm not talking to myself, by the way. She's in the YouTube. And everybody else, too, in the YouTube, guys. I see we got a few viewers going on in there. Would definitely appreciate some feedback. You know, if you guys got any chart recommendations or got any questions at all, please don't hesitate. Would love to get to know you guys. You know, we're here every morning in the YouTube. We're here every day in the Discord, in our main chats, and everything.
That extended to that 417.50, which is the base right here. This is how cool these fans can be. I eyeballed this, so I have 2 fans here. I have an upper fan and a lower fan, and they meet right on the same trend line. And it was just easy to kind of eyeball about the size, close enough, and found targets that quickly. That drawing tool is going to be gold, and it'll take some time to get used to. I'm going to still get used to it myself. It'll take some time to get used to being able to utilize this information. But once you do, man, it'll pay your bills. Got a chance at a double bottom here, but we have a divergence in trend. Well, can we start a new bearish trend here, or are we going to hold this as a new demand zone and come back into our upper fan? Well, look at this entire move size here. So we had our 50% retracement consolidation here, broke over bearish, but we still have this whole move here from our reversal. So let's kind of map that out real quick. See if I can drag this box up. Kind of meets our area of interest up here. Doesn't follow through being a support zone yet. Although you do have accumulation here previously, so technically this area here becomes your demand liquidity zone. Let me extend that out.
Alright guys, if you're eager to take a trade, we got 15 seconds left on this 5 minute. If anything, I would maybe let it close down over here around 41.85, 41.86. And then wait for the next 5 minutes to open, get a quick rejection off of VWAP around 41.89, and then take it short. This is sort of tougher though, because if we look at 5 minute on NQ, it does look like sellers just got trapped on the 5 minute. But all in all, we're sort of in a more bearish market. What's the daily look like?
Here.
Yeah, what are we looking like on the daily?
One thing I noticed on the 5-second chart right away is we're in a liquidity zone and we're within range of a previous accumulation. If you look at my crosshair, it goes right into there. If we get a sudden bar through here, it's easy to see. 50% of this descending channel here takes you right back to that 418 pivot. So if we get a quick splash off this liquidity zone, that's where it's going. Watch for a wick here. And it just printed one. Let's see if we get a cross above the 8 period to show us a very fast trend retracement.
No divergence yet. Wait. Could be a
On the other
lie.
hand, if it starts eating the support area and breaks through, it'll go straight to the bottom of this zone, right back to the previous support.
Yeah, no divergence.
Got one more chance for a short-term reversal to go and hit that retrace to 418. Yeah, we might get it here. Look at this the same way you would look at a double bottom. So here's your trend, as shallow as it is. There's L1, there's H1, there's L2. L2 is higher than L1. Got a pretty good shot of reversal here.
I think we bounce.
Liquidity?
Yeah. Sorry, I was just saying I think we bounce.
Yeah, I think we'll run right back to that 418 pivot. There's still a liquidity zone here, and this is the top edge of it, though. So we got the break happening at about 417.63 would be a good estimate for entry to go long there, at least for the quick rebound.
Alright, let's see if I can do the comparison study the same as... Oh no, I don't know if I can. Style.
Back to mean. Mean between L1 and L2. Met. Starting to look a little more like a micro inverse head and shoulders here. All we gotta do is break the top of that liquidity zone and we'll get that clean shot right up to 418. Yeah, very quick 4-point. Some of the equities found a supply zone or a demand zone as well, so just kind of eyeballing some other equities here. There we go. Get some strength, beat previous resistance.
Oh.
418 target, baby. Oh, there's some buyers there. There's that big old volume bar.
Nice, look at that. Too clean. Too fresh and too clean.
Wow. To the penny, y'all. 418, and now we're still setting up accumulation here.
We're going higher.
To run to the next pivot, which is 418.20, just in this previous accumulation here.
Going higher. We're taking the elevator up, boys. Now we need NQ to force this higher high right here on the 5-minute. Then I'm confident.
Thank you for that one, Jeremy.
Anytime, man. I like to watch for accumulation to follow through first before I think it'll go higher. It just came clean off that 418 push. Now we're back below the 8 period, so let it accumulate. If you want, you can do this in two ways. If you're still long off that bounce through liquidity, you can just move your stop just under that support level, like probably a penny or two, about 417.96, and be okay. You'll still take profit if you get stopped out. But if this accumulates a quick 1-for-1, where's it going? We need a new fan line. I can overlap, or I can just draw a new one, but we get right through that accumulation. Run to the high on the first spot here. That gives us a very short term possible 1-for-1 up to here about 418.40.
Alright, we're coming back into this area of interest.
Accumulation.
Jeremy, Aaron's calling you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious about those fan lines. Is there any setting near to get the width on those lines, or is it just something you're eyeballing and can control?
Eyeballing, and you can control it. So like you can grab and adjust any way you want.
I see it. Yeah.
And I just took it to where I was watching the next zone, this line here, touch that wick right there. That gives me just short-term measured moves.
Now this is using trading view, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I just
Has
have,
there been? I'm sorry.
I just have the pitch fan as a quick tool I can grab and draw.
Draw. I see it. Yeah. I see it. Are there any incentives for us to go ahead and open up an account?
We still
Or
gotta
the
get.
bullish bull?
Did we have an affiliate with them? Yeah.
We're still working with the percentages and stuff, but we're get the email out. Hold on.
Yo, when you get the email out, could you forward it to me? Because I'm going to reach out to them because I still got to fix my account, and I'm actually going to talk to them about getting us a discount code for our affiliate to make it more appealing, you know? Like, an affiliate's one thing, but if we could get a discount going with it usually comes with a discount, right?
Yeah, usually it does.
Yeah.
So everything's good, but I don't see your affiliate links in the article. We need to do some CTA work with that and get that.
What do they want? Their ads up?
Right, and then they gotta append it to each other's links. So it's coming. We're just working out the little details.
Okay.
I think we got, yeah. I think we did get some of our reimbursements today for TradingView. TradingView or TradeStation?
Yeah, we got another one we're in the works with on TradeStation as well. So stay tuned. We got a lot of great things coming.
We do. We really do.
Look at this micro range expansion happening here. That is a nice little megaphone accumulation. Let me borrow this fan. I'm gonna draw that. Take it from one. No, that didn't work. All right, let me start over.
What happened?
I went to draw and it was just like way off.
No.
Now I can just take this off of here. Boom, we get our really short term.
I think you flipped it the other way. I've had that happen to me last night.
Yeah. Like, well, I'm not going to sit here and play with that. It wastes too much time on a 5-second chart. I'll just start over. So it made sense to start over at that point.
Alright, guys, let's
The
see
video
what.
that you put out, Jeremy. I know that Ricardo mentioned it. Where is that setting? Is that in our?
It's in our YouTube channel.
Oh,
It's
okay.
in It's in tools. If you're using TradingView, you just go to the tools where all the FIDs and everything are, and then.
Oh, yeah.
No. I meant the video that Jeremy put out. I'm sorry, Ricardo.
Right. Yeah, I put
Oh,
out
the
a
video.
I put out a series of 3 videos.
Okay.
Yeah, really good videos.
Hey, this is a diamond top now, guys. Let me flip to my 4-grid real quick.
VIX higher low. VIX inverse head, no, just regular head and shoulders almost. We'll see though, on the 5-minute.
That diamond's very apparent.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Well, we got our 1-for-1 up. We got our retracement.
Yeah,
We're accumulated.
I said
We're in a
shine.
range. And at a diamond, we got one of 2 things that'll happen with a diamond. We'll break out into a bull channel, or we break out into a bear channel. So we'll watch the diamond. It just broke here. It's got to beat previous high for resistance to continue on in a bull channel. So I'm going to go ahead and take my time to draw that real quick manually right here on my
We're going up
tool.
or we're going down, guys. That's it. Yes,
Just
sir.
gonna draw the angular support and the angular resistance if it'll let me. And let me see if I can get that back. There we go. And what we end up with is our regression line here. Bam. Just half the diamond drawn for a very quick, hastily drawn bull channel. What is going on here? Hell. Give me that crap again, whatever.
What's going on?
That's gray, but you can see it. Just Weeble being weird with the drawing tool.
No. I really think we go higher. I mean, NQ's suggesting we go lower, but that could be a fake out. I don't know. We broke into this area of interest again. We didn't hit that 30-minute supply when we got up there before and rejected. We rejected like 2 ticks away. I think we go higher, get into this supply, and then reject.
We're going. So that diamond pattern's pretty neat, and you can use them right down to a 5-second chart. And then if you look at my 2-hour chart, this is our big ass diamond, and look. A lot of people would see this as a bearish reversal. I don't ever look at a diamond as a reversal until it breaks. Remember, I always trade the break, not the setup, although we're scalping every bit of this setup.
Jeremy,
But-
send a screenshot of that diamond.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna actually probably, because we're dragged on for time outside of it, I'm gonna go with a 4-hour chart to display that. And I'll
Nice.
throw that in the chat. And stretch it out. So the effect is people will look at this as a reversal pattern and expect it to retrace this trend. Well, if this then that applies, because our programming says we're not going to trade the setup, we're going to trade the break.
Right.
And at this point, it broke resistance and it set off on top of our regression channel, and we stayed in the bull channel. We made the range. We made exactly the range. And that's the best thing diamond patterns do, is it'll define the range of the expected big moves. We were able to scalp the living crap out of this, right? So when we get those diamond patterns, pay attention to them every time frame that you see them, and you will do well.
Hey guys, check this out real quick on NQ. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is actually still, wow, this is still the Dow. We have a rally-based rally happening on the 15-minute on the Dow, which is very clean. That's a very bullish indication. Same with, it's not so clean on ES because of how big this bottom wick was and how big the body is. But if you look at the Dow, it's a lot cleaner. I'm going to send a screenshot over in the Discord. And people on YouTube, you guys see that too. This is a rally basing. So a rally-based rally candle formation, what you want is you want the rally candle to have a very small wick on top, little to no wick on top. You want this candle to close almost exactly like this. A small red body, a long wick on the bottom that's signifying that sellers are now trapped, and then a rally. So if this does continue, what we could see is a big move up. I'm talking a nice move up. Will this always work out? Absolutely not. Can it? Sure. But what's great about it is you could then make your risk reward, you can make your entry, you could take your entry. You know where you're entering, you know where you're stopping. And if this was ES or NQ, I would normally have a supply or demand. Let's check a 30-minute. Let's just try to find a quick target.
Yeah, there we go. I
15.
had to redraw my boxes on Tesla's measured move. We made a 2-for-1.
I would just go
Damn,
there.
nailed that key pivot, that 207 target.
Alright,
Go a step further.
let's see.
Alright. So SPY, we're running the bull channel, we're in regression, we're trending. But here is where we have a chance of an accumulation. Let me show you what's up here.
Waiting for that rally, base rally, so it's
Base.
not done yet.
And we've got
There we
potential
go.
for 1-for-1 right here. That's a big ass move though. We've reached just over the 2/3 mark on that. We have some unfinished business. If we leave this channel and go parabolic here, we know where to target is.
Sheesh. VIX poppin'.
265. If we stay in this channel, we know where the halfway point of this particular box is for 1830. So when you've established a channel and it starts going parabolic and leaving the channel, you've got to know where your price target is. That's why you just look left to figure out what the previous move was. Leg 1, leg 2. Let me get back to our fans real quick.
I don't like this little gap when the 5-minute opened right there, but sometimes it's just irrelevant.
We've made our 1-for-1's done here, and we're starting to look like we want to go parabolic.
Starting. Bless you. Or throat cleared.
Yeah, I've been called worse. All right, we met outside that target, outside that channel, right to our stinking target, guys. How cool is that?
Nasdaq staying strong. Come on.
Got that scalp.
You caught that, Ricardo?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Move.
Nice. Nice. Here we go.
Moves are incredible. diamonds are great at defining range. They don't always have to be exact. You just know where you're
Oh, boom, look at that, guys. Supply, demand, supply, demand, supply, demand. Too clean. Called that out. Too easy, guys. This is like the third call out today. That was nice. I'm getting more confident with these guys. Soon we'll be type chatting them and stuff. Oh, wow, look at that. We're going to keep going. Wow. Guys, ain't that something? This is why also it's so important to be able to scalp out of some of your oh my goodness, what's the word I'm looking for? When you're holding a position, your position. Yeah, like the size down and stuff. So like instead of 1 ES for $50 a point, maybe do like, I mean, it would be 10 MES, so it would be a little tough commission-wise, but, I mean, commission ain't going to be anything once you're hitting these 5, 10, 20-point moves. This was just, yeah. But then you're able...
Brokers commission fee.
Alright. Yeah. Yo, guys, look at this. Today it gave us a perfect demand to supply. It might even go to this 4-hour supply up here, which is, oh my god, wow.
Globex high. Nailed.
Wow, that's something, guys.
Look left.
I'm done for the day. I'm
Awesome,
done for the day.
Done for the week.
That is bitchin'.
That was crazy.
Not only did we get our 1-for-1 target met, we made a full-on 2-for-1. Let me drag this box up
Yep.
right there. Bam. 2-for-1, done. We can all be done for the day and expect this to accumulate here anyway. Badass. And let me see where the fans went. Right on, guys.
That's
This just gives you
crazy.
such a variety of different ways to confirm your day trading.
Hmm.
Ways that I can tell you, I've looked around, I haven't found many people able to do all of that. Not to break my arm, pat myself on the back, but
That's nuts. That's crazy. We're getting some good stuff over here on the YouTube lately, especially because this is all recorded. This is just us calling that out real time, saying what we're seeing, and then it happening.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. You guys got to tell some friends, get us popping, you know, because again, it mentioned yesterday you might be changing some prices around or something. So you guys got in under the wire. That's crazy.
crazy. And our long-term intention is to
Make it free.
exactly keep
Yup.
the business side running on ad revenue for our YouTube channel, and then provide this service in our community for free. That's our goal.
Or some type of partnership or something with something. We'll see. That might not be for a bit. But that's wow. That's something, man.
That's why I've been so busy in the background too. I'm trying to do what I can to make that happen. Is to get into the ability to be funded by Oprah's money, so to speak. You know, some sort of ad revenue, whatever we can do. And I've been reaching out to some heavy hitters out there in the social networks, and I'm actually getting talked to. This is pretty cool.
Yo, bring him in, bro.
It's coming.
Bring him in.
And
Yo,
the day I can bring my becoming very friendly conversations we've had together have been pretty awesome. Just been a couple, but if I can bring Jamie in here and interview him live on our channel, oh man,
That'd be
pretty
cool.
insane.
Yo, nice
Yeah.
trades, Ricardo.
Hell yes, good work.
Oh, we gonna continue here? No
Thank
way.
you. That tool, the fan,
Dude, that thing is-
Fibonacci, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's money. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the money
baby.
fan. It's
There
the
you
money
go. We'll call it the money fan.
Yeah,
There you go.
That works. Like
That
fanning
was
yourself
crazy.
with a pile of hundreds.
that was nuts. That was quite the move. Like, for the 5-minute, you know, those were some big moves.
5 second, we broke that diamond channel. We made a 2-for-1 measured move. And look, dude, price is sitting here accumulating. If we get a 3-for-1, those are rare, but they do happen. And the Globex high is right here.
Oh,
Guess what?
wow.
We're about to see it. But I was gonna draw something before I flipped over to my fans. and it was
Wow.
Let me pick this off real quick.
Yo,
I'm gonna
check.
find the
Oh
median
my god.
on this accumulation, draw a box.
We're still going.
Guess what? That box fits right to where we're at now, outside of Globex High. Accumulation here and a break, we could get a 2-for-1 out of that.
That's insane. That was crazy. And yo, guys, check out the 15-minute rally-based rally I was talking about with Dow. If anybody took that, they would still be in that trade, would be green on that trade now.
Dang
Oh, wait.
Give me another box. There we go.
That's clean. That's crazy. What a day. What a day.
So our 2-for-1 out of this bottoming pattern here, we got a target up here at 420.90. That would be a 2-for-1 out of this leg. And that's just being modest and splitting the accumulation here. I think we're gonna see it.
Now, Jeremy, would you recommend using that fan tool? Because the way that chart I just put up right now with my trades, would you recommend it on 1 minute or on a lower time frame?
It can work on any time frame. I found that you can lay it on 2-hour and daily charts for swing trades if you wanted.
Oh, okay.
That's the beauty of it. Anytime you can identify just one common trend line, you can use this fan to spot your measured moves.
Now, is it only for trends?
It's for trends and for range. You can spot range measured moves with it too.
Beautiful.
Like you can find the base of your range or your key support of your range, and you can lay a fan on there, and you can plot your very quick measured moves, almost in the same way you could with a wolf wave. In fact, the trend line you identify is probably going to be very closely related to a wolf wave.
Yo, that's insane, man. That's crazy. While everybody was not everybody in here, I'm saying everybody in general, this is what the market does. Without demand, without knowing there's a demand zone right here, if we woke up and we saw pre-market, what did we do? Pre-market, we created a new supply. We were selling off, but we came into this demand, and that demand held on the Dow, the NQ, the ES, and then we get this massive bounce. Then we come back, create the higher low on a 5-minute. Let's see what the 5-minute looks like on that, right? Nice. Oh, that's 5 minutes so clean. 3 wicks in demand, came back, higher low. If you wanted, you could have entered there, stopped here, anywhere. If you didn't enter here already, enter on the pullback, especially with options trading. Look at that. Wow.
Beautiful looking Wu-Tang, baby. And yeah, I've been running my options on Tesla and Intel. And I want to see Deutsche Bank get smoked on their target here for Intel, $32. I think there's kind of a rumor spinning around out there that Intel is superior to Nvidia for their AI chips. I'm not sure.
No way.
That's a rumor.
No way.
But I mean, Nvidia made a smoke show out of price action and did a glorious job. I missed the damn thing, but I got in on Intel, and I'm very profitable with my Intel flips. So
Nice.
I don't care. But I want to see it break that $32 target because I know it's going to 36 and 38 on the retracements from the previous trend. Just looking left. The daily chart spots it right away. Compress it and move it. There you go. This channel here pretty much has a 50% retracement target right at about $36, $37. And measured moves, you got the boxes. You break that midline, you break that $32 institutional target, and it goes right to the top of the box. And a 2-for-1 would take it above and beyond that target up to here to about almost $40, $39.50. So I'm watching this and definitely trading it, and there's definitely some serious moves to be made on this thing if that happens. Let's look at the weekly chart. There's more to this. So this is a weekly downward trend, and if that gets loose, we could go for a full 50% on that and hit the target. Damn, Gina. That would be pretty insane.
Gina, babe.
So I've got lots of swing trades, lots of overnights, lots of options, basically swap strategies I can use on this, and I can take advantage of every part of the moves that are expected in this thing. And if it rejects, I can certainly take advantage of bearish moves too. Do the same thing. You can swap put strategy as well.
Do you want me to bring that? All right. Wait, is this muted? No, it's not muted. That's so weird. I don't know why it's not. You know what it is? I hit the mute button on the microphone, and now it's blinking like it's supposed to be muted.
But your audio is probably.
But the audio.
Camera.
Right. Is it? No. Wait.
Yep. It does that to me sometimes too.
Nah, I know.
Community,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, man.
Take care. Appreciate it. It's been a day, morning already.
Yeah.
It has been.
We got a lot of knowledge out today, man.
Yeah, today was a good one. A lot of great trades.
We captured a lot of that on YouTube, correct?
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
All there.
All right.
My display wasn't recorded, but you got all the words to it there, and you can literally kind of draw my style and see it.
Oh, I'm gonna be able to do that one.
Well, you can practice with the levels. I mean, like you can go and draw your lines.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough. Thanks again, community.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully, touch bases tomorrow. Okay.
Sure.
Take care.
Take care. Good having you today. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a big mix of everything here. We got diamonds, measured moves, fan lines.
SMD.
We can get price action 7 ways from Sunday, y'all.
Yup. However y'all want it. You want fan lines, we got fan lines. You want supply demand, we got supply demand. You want futures, we got futures. You want ETFs, we got ETFs.
We even got tacos on Tuesday.
we got options, we got verticals, we got spreads, we got futures.
Dude, that swap strategy has been freaking gold.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I showed you my P&L this morning.
Yeah,
a
that's
1 week P&L.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna fund my own damn account, no problem.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But it's like I've been able to utilize my options trading because it's kind of a fallback. Like when I'm in situations where I've got a lot of work to do, I'm distracted, I've got stuff going in the background, I can mostly autopilot those. But yesterday I got to focus on it, and yesterday I just cleaned house, man. It was pretty epic. I had at one point I captured a 1400% return. It was just sick.
I saw that one. Congrats, man. That's big.
Yeah. And it's like the risk in those is just, I mean, it's nothing. There's really not a lot of risk in those, and it's just, man, you put in the work and understand that you don't necessarily just need to up and open and close options positions. You can just adjust them. You can use them as an income strategy. When you do that, if you compare it to a lot of previous literature about running synthetics, it's very similar. And synthetics are something that are constantly utilized by institutional options traders. So literally, I'm adapting an institutional strategy into a feasible strategy for retail. And generating income on synthetics is the theory behind this, but realistically, you're just swapping in and out of an adjustment on an existing position. So
Hey.
you're literally generating income on a synthetic, but you're maintaining the ability to swing trade it, so you don't have to just sit there and let time eat it up. You can actively trade it.
Alright, real quick before I turn the YouTube off, just another cool little trick, and I'll make a little tutorial on this too. If you're using TradingView and you have one of these position things open, you could right click on it and click create limit order, and it creates that for you. So it'll buy order here, it'll sell order,
Awesome.
and it'll sell order. Yeah, it's really cool.
very similar to running with Tradovate, where you can click right on the chart.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. So it has the buy limit. It tells you exactly how much you would lose and exactly how much you would make. That's really cool.
That's awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's dope.
All right, so we're pushing on the 11 o'clock hour here. We got accumulation, potential 2-for-1. This will either make or break itself, and if it rejects this pivot here, which is right at about 419.50, we could see this thing eat down to about the 418.50 pivot. We might even see it run to the 418. We're just gonna wait till this accumulation breaks.
Alrighty,
Start doing
YouTube.
some science here.
Alright, YouTube, we are wrapping that up on that note. That was a great trading day. Jeremy had those great fan line trades. I had the great supply-demand trades. Fantastic work all around. Really, really strong performance. Great market structure. Great price action. And great learning. Great teaching. Great everything. Alright, that about wraps this up. Take care, YouTube. Catch you guys tomorrow.
Before we know it, we'll make a moderator out of one of you guys.